5 local AI models, 1 prompt, same machine. I asked each of them to build me a complete habit tracker application, including many features in a single shot. No follow-ups, no fixing codes. And to keep things simple and easy for us to judge, I first had the Claude Opus 5 to build the same application, so we know what is the perfect answer looks like. As you can see, I already have the project here, but let me walk you through it. We will be using the Qwen 3.6, the 27B and the 35B, and we will be also using the Gemma 4, the 12B and the 26B, and also we're going to try the Ornith 1 with the 9 billion parameters. Our ground rules are use the same machine, same queue for quantization, and each model use its own recommendation and sampling settings. Everything should be in one shot. I paste the prompt into open code and give it a go. Here is the prompt, link in the description if you want to run it yourself. It is a single page habit tracker vanilla JavaScript application, including local storage, 14 days of grid, also componable filters, README for instructions, input validations, and way more. It even tells the models to review its own code against a checklist before finishing. And now let's check together the reference project which been built by Opus 5. Of course, it is not a local LLM, it is not a free, but somehow we can have it as a reference. So each project should have a mode or theme toggle button, but also it should be able to create, edit, delete habits, but also should have some filters and warning messages. So let's say run 30 minutes and we can give it a yellow and yeah, 4 days the target, and here we are. This is what Opus 5 built for us. Somehow it's good. It will give you, let's say, a summary about each habit, but also you can edit the habits, you can modify them, delete them, whatever you want. The surprising thing about Opus, it took almost 13 minutes or 14 minutes actually to finish or to complete the project. It ran it in one single shot, of course, but also it took over around 50,000 token, 47,000 token. That was quite interesting. We have some local LLMs finished it way earlier than that. However, maybe it's not working well, but also not only with a shorter time or faster, but also with less tokens. The second one is going to be Qwen 3.6, the 35, and I will be sharing with you the result of how long it took in a second, but let's check it out. And here we are. I already added one habit before while I'm testing it. The theme toggle is working well. I do see colors here when I want to create a new habit. Let's say ride, horse, ride, just let's say ride, and we're going to get this color, 6 days, and here we are. It do running well. If you want to add a habit without filling the requirements, let's say, it's going to validate that and send you an error message. However, you can see here the overflow of some elements, and that should not be there. Still, it was great to see. This model finished around 5 minutes. I will be sharing with you all the timing with it, or actually I have it, I do remember having it somewhere ready. Yeah, here we are. No, this one was the 35. I need just to change that. It's a score 20 from 30. It took 7 minutes, and it took also in total 30,000 tokens. That's really a great one. Let's check out the other part or the other model, which is the Qwen 27. This is the favorite, one of my favorite, of course, local models. However, it really need over 32 gigabytes if you want to run it with some good context, let's say. Okay, this is how it looks. The theme toggle is working. I can see colors also here to assign for the new, let's say, habit. And I'm going to give it 5 days, and here we are. This is somehow the most clean looking one from the local LLMs result, and I really like what I see here. It is great, nice, it is editable, and it should be behaving the same way you are expected. However, the result, or let's say the notification message, is not appearing there, and therefore you will find that I did this score rate, or I give it a score of 27, not 30, because of these two mistakes. However, the Qwen 27 billion finished in 6 minutes and with 22,000 as tokens. That was really impressive. It has really almost half of the tokens of Opus, of course, but also way less than others. That's what I like about this model. However, it is really slow. Start with, for me, start sometimes 25 maximum, 22, and sometimes it really go down into even 15. That's the only sad thing about it. The rest models, or whatever left from the models, you might notice I give it a score of 0. However, before we talk about them, or maybe just give you overview about the projects, we need to remember the Gemma 4 is not for coding really. It is more of a general purpose LLM. I don't need to remind you about that. We are not to expect see something great out of it. So this is how the result of the Gemma 26B, which active parameter only of 4 billion. And this is how you will end up with the one from 12, the Gemma 12. I do remember, yeah, seeing this working, but if I add something here, I'm not remembering really. Here we are, yeah. So this is really impressive. I need to change my score about the Gemma 412B because it do somehow work. I do believe it should take at least a 12, even more than 12 out of 13 for this score actually. Yeah, cool. And the Ornith, one didn't really work or function as expected. I will let you take a look. Here we are, live server. It is really not working at all. I give it a try, but we can also check out one more time. Here we are. It is not, maybe if you are one of the students before, you know what is this behavior doing and how to solve it. However, it is not something we would like to attempt to fix it or give it another try. We want it from the one shot. We want to see the result out of the one shot. I hope this give you an idea, help you learn more about those local AI models. Let me know if you would like to see a new code and a prompt for the next video, or you prefer to have something else besides coding, reasoning, or something else. Let me know and I will work on it. Thank you so much. I will see you later.